Welcome to another video. My name's Emily and I do videos on homeschooling my lovely, beautiful 4-year-old here. This is Rosie. This is our Sunday morning. We're going to add some things in we've done previously yesterday because I suddenly realised as we were learning a poem that some people might actually want to know how I get my when she was 3 as well, 4-year-old, how to learn a poem. Because obviously they're just learning to read and it's a bit like learning lines for a play. Learning a poem is really difficult, so we've put that in there too. This morning Rosie is full of cold and cough, so we are giving swimming a miss because we don't want to make that worse. Rosie has so far read through her Ancient World book. She has done some colouring and now she is doing her Room on the Broom sticker book. So we've done a lot of, she's done some history because we learned about some Mayan gods. She's doing fine motor skills and placement and things with the sticker book, and then she's done fine motor skills and pen work with her colouring. So those of you wondering how you section down preschool, reception sort of age things, it's all you really need to be concentrating on. They're learning life skills at this age. They're just learning they're learning the basics.
The photographs for joy of that.
Yeah, Rosie can read a little, and once she understands and can do it fully, the world is going to be her oyster because she loves books. So Rosie is going to devour book after book after book. Once she can read, I have no doubt we're going to have trouble getting her nose out of a book. So yeah, we'll get into the video and show you what else we get up to this week. It's half term for schools, so we tend to do a lot of avoiding public places because it's too busy, and we just kind of like do a lot of indoor schoolwork and just take some.
I don't have school day.
Yeah, and we do we play school day, so that's what we're doing this morning. But Rosie's leading me a different direction now, so we're probably not going to end up doing it now.
You could read it if you want.
Okay, I will. So whiskey frisky hippity hop, up he goes. Whirly twirly, round and round, down he scampers. Furly curly, what a tail, tall as a feather. Where's his supper? In his shell, snappy cracky. Whiskey frisky, up he goes. Whirly twirly, down he scampers. Furly curly, tall as a feather. Where's his supper? Where's his supper?
In a shell.
Snappy cracky. Whiskey frisky.
I don't want to do it all over again.
Go on, Babby Bear. Show them how clever this is. So whiskey frisky.
I want to do more music.
Babby. Do it the last time with most of it. Okay, so whiskey frisky.
The whole happy hours, Tetris up.
Whirly.
What a tail. Tall as a feather.
Oh no, whirly twirly, round and round, whirly twirly.
Whirly twirly, round and round, down to the ground.
Furly curly.
Pearly curly, what a tail. Tall as a feather, broad as a sail.
Where's his supper?
In a shell, snappy cracky, up to
Can you do the whole thing?
No.
Whisk.
No.
No, she could. She just doesn't want to. But that's how you do it. Okay. We read the whole thing through, and then I missed off the last word, and then I left off the second and fourth lines, and then you miss off the last line to begin with, then you miss off the second and last, and then you just do the first line to remind them of how it starts. She's heard this before though, so you might have to read through it a few times before they'll remember it, but this is the method we use for Rosie to memorise poems, and we did the same thing with Isabel, and we did the same thing with the Jabberwocky. Not that she remembers the Jabberwocky now, because we did that when you were 3, didn't we? That was a year ago now. But that is our method of how I get my, 3, she did this at 3 as well, so 3 and 4-year-old to learn poems and remember them. done.
Melon. A kiwi.
Yeah. Iron.
And I will go land on. With the eye.
Well done.
A melon.
Cornmelis.
Then what?
It's the same thing.
A broccoli. But what is it?
Blodfrasig.
Blood dressing. Pepper. Lucia. Parsnip.
Panas. Fagwerth. Cucumber. Tomatoes. Spigoglis. I find if we put it in a song, she remembers it. What about the peas and beans?
Let's pick a letter from the alphabet.
I pick P. P for P.
What do we get?
Babby, don't do that with the toilet roll.
No,
Right.
watch this, the space. Hoping to win, how race the space.
Oh.
Let's pick a letter for the alphabet. I pick Ma. What do we get? Ma.
Mummy, monkey, mouse, menace. Enjoyed the video. It's mostly about that poem, but I always like to throw in what we're doing because we are kind of recording what we're doing just in case. Rare day for me today. Rosie is in nursery, it's half term, so I'm not in work, so I'm going to go and have my hair touched up, and thought I'd show you before I finish the video how our shoot's coming along. We've got our pea shoot, our bean shoot, another bean shoot, and then our pea is sprouting. I don't know if you can see. So, yeah, just to clarify for those of you who may not have caught it, the poem, read through it as many times as you can during a circle time, and then eventually you miss out the second and fourth rhyming lines. I tend to start with just missing the last one off, then the second and fourth, then you just start off the line, and then eventually you just need to do the first word, and sometimes I'll do it without the first word. Simple. So, yeah, that's if your child wants to learn. Rosie does like doing this, otherwise she wouldn't. As you could see in the video, she was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So it's like, okay, we don't push. So, yeah, we met up with friends yesterday when we went to see Zog. We didn't realise they were going, so we had a nice afternoon with them in town. And Rosie is keen to start on India. She's very, very keen to start looking at the country of India, which we might spend a couple of days on. Purely because we have watched A Little Princess, who has an Indian gentleman and she comes from India in it, and there was something else we watched, A Secret Garden, she comes from India as well. So those were two good ones that Rosie was like, oh, I really would like to learn about India now. So yeah, hopefully that'll be the next video. For now, it's ta-ta from me and ta-ta from the Rosie Bear.